Yo, it's Fresh Air. Welcome to the show. I got a good one for you today. Buckle up. This one's going to be good. Sit down, grab something to drink, grab something to eat, or whatever you be smoking on, whatever you be drinking on. I just need you to relax for a second and listen to Fresh Air for a second while I talk about some important things that is going on in this world right now. Spiritually, I'm compelled to tell you that there is a message going on across the world that we got to start focusing on what we contribute to this world. What I mean by that, if we back trending things, we have to also understand and take ownership for our own actions too. So when it comes down to our daily consumption of media or understanding things or where we get our information or where we're spending our times, we have to understand that there's a bigger picture here. It's much bigger than you or I can understand unless we break it down. So sit down, listen to me for a sec. This is Fresh Air talking about economic instability that is happening right now as we speak. Now, there's mom and pop stores and places that are in your local community, but we got bigger corporations basically monopolized on bigger box stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they create the convenience for you, but at the same time, they're skimming off the mom and pop stores because culture society is basically saying, hey, get away from having a family, get away from having communication with people, be by yourself, stop worrying about other people, don't be selfish, do you, get rich or die trying, right? That's the goal, right? That's what they be saying. But if we're doing this blackout thing on TikTok, where we're trying to block, or unsubscribe to celebrities or things like that, what you fail to realize is that's not going to accomplish anything. It's not going to accomplish anything because it's just another way to make money. Because there's two sides to the coin on everything. So while somebody else is losing, somebody else is winning. Think about that. So when we do a trend, think about the consequences that happen too. Because our economics and our structure of social society is dwindling. Our self-esteem and our way to where we believe in something greater than ourselves is falling apart. I mean, where people are more easily manipulated by something else that doesn't even have anything to do with their life, even if think about this. In the 80s and 90s, when I grew up, I was born in 80. The thing is in the 80s and the 90s, it was much easier to make decisions. And mom and pop stores were all around thriving. We didn't get to these bigger stores until, I can't say any names, I don't want to get sued, but a monopoly was being built in the 80s and 90s. So whenever you're seeing something grow and get bigger and businesses buying out, like huge businesses are literally buying under the umbrella of a certain brand, there's no free market where it means competition. There's no competition when all the news organizations are all under the same entity. There's no competition when all the big boxes are owned by the same big box, on the same umbrella. Do you get what I'm saying? So mom and pop stores aren't going to have a chance. And then what happens with mom and pop stores? We take away from the family structure then. Because we socially say, oh, it's more convenience to go to that coffee shop instead of this coffee shop. When really the whole method is we got to start rebuilding our society. We have to do our part. We have to think about where we're spending our money and how we're spending our money. We have to understand that the money we spend affects other people. We can't say and do one thing and then do another. So when you're blocking celebrities like Taylor Swift, what does that do? She don't know you. And why does she deserve to be treated like that? That's ridiculous. To be honest with you, we got to look at the bigger picture. What is the next pivot point where we can say, okay, this is the time we have to start re-evaluating our social interactions. We have to rebuild our social skills. We have to rebuild our social interactions so we can start saying hi to people, hello to people, open the door for people. How are you doing? How's your day going? I'm here for you if I can. If I got something going on, I'll let you know, but I'm here for you. Do you understand? Like, we got to get back to the family structure. We're talking about retirement age is at 65. And a lot of people, the average age that people die or pass away is 5 years after. Because a lot of people, their purpose was their job. But that's not the reality, though. Their purpose should have been something else besides their job. And with inflation, it's really hard to understand why people are just living one paycheck from a disaster. Meaning, if they lost their job, they would lose everything because they're paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And that's because of inflation. It's we have to understand that just because a celebrity has money and they live a certain lifestyle, it doesn't give you the right to say, well, I don't have it. I'm going to, we have to look at the bigger picture here. Why are we trying to black out celebrities? We should try to help motivate them to get to our main objective is community. Our main objective is community and understanding that it starts with the family structure. That's where we get back to. We have to learn to love each other. We have to learn to love and respect people. We have to learn to forgive people. We have to learn not to just cut people out just because and not know the effects of what happens to them. Understand that family is important. If I didn't have my family, my mom and dad, still by my side, even after all the years I screwed up and fucked them over, you know what? I wouldn't be here. Honest facts. If they didn't still be there for me emotionally, mentally, it would never be the same. It would have never been the same for me. And I was born and raised a Catholic, a religious background. Catholic religion, it gives you morals, values, care for other people, love God, love yourself, love thy neighbor, love, and follow the Ten Commandments and the Bible and everything that comes with it. Religion it needs a stronghold to understand that also the big box religious organizations, sometimes it's just, we have to understand where the money is at. Do you understand? We're just printing more money to go in more debt. And that's only because we have changed our social structures and how we consume things every day. And that means how much time you spend on your phone, how you spend times with your friends. If we're using our phone all the time, we don't have that social interactions with people that are right in front of you. Usually we're waiting in a line. I see 10 phones out. Why don't you put those phones away and say, hey, how you doing? Or you might actually listen or hear something that you can learn something. There might be something playing on the speaker or something. But no, you got to be consumed in your phone and you'll miss that opportunity. I remember the days I used to keep my window down in my car because I like to hear people talking. When I'm driving up and I stop at a stoplight, there used to be people outside before internet, believe it or not. There used to be people outside congregating. Talking, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? Where you been? I missed you. Brother, how's it been? Sister, how's it been? People in the community. Now it takes families first, and then it takes a community together, realizing the social structure comes from that. It goes from saying, hello, how are you doing? Welcome. I understand. I've been through the same struggles. We can't give up on ourselves, let alone give up on other people just because they don't abide by what we think about. Sometimes we have to learn and understand that we have to take something from it. We don't also have to always speak up for things either. We can't put ourselves in situations where, you're just missing it. You're missing the point. You're missing the whole opportunity to grow and understand what's going on in your life. And that's facts. I'm going to sit back and go like this. I'm FreshAir, and a lot of people might think I'm rich, I got money, I got all this. That's everybody's perception. Some people could say, oh, he's broke, or he's not worth nothing because he has got no value. My value is what I speak about. My value is what I process and also what I communicate about on all my stuff when it comes to my music and everything. I do that out of the kindness of my heart for you. I don't make money off it. I'm not saying you don't have to be an artist and not make money, but we got to think about where the money's at, right? Why do you think Puff Daddy was going through all these problems? 1% of the industry was only making money. It turned heads when that information came out. It also turned heads when Spotify had to took off their playlist over 26 million different entries. 26 million because they couldn't determine where the money was going, or they had to cut off the fat. They also couldn't verify some of those accounts because AI is taking over. See, what AI is going to do for us is actually a good thing. It's going to get some people to get away from social media because you don't even know who you're talking to. It could be a bot in the comments, for God's sake. And I always see people with names with 4 numbers behind it. Why do you think that is? Think about it. It's bots. It gets you stuck. It gets you drawn in. A lot of them you can't even verify if they're even people. How do we give value to people that don't have no content? They don't try to show, hey, this is what I do and this is what I can do to help you. You know, emotionally, mentally, it's a struggle for a lot of people in their situations. And nowadays, the society in this world, it's crumbling because of all the nonsense and music we were doing. Do you get what I'm saying? The music has to get to a higher vibration because we got to start thinking about family. We got to rebuild that structure. Now, a lot of people didn't have that opportunity. I understand that. That's the generational curses I was telling you about breaking. Is we have to start believing in ourselves, that I can start being that person that can speak up and be positive about our family and say we don't have to keep going down this road of always pain and anguish where somebody's leaving out the door. What we got to do is start learning to love and respect each other's wishes and know where we're coming from. Know that everybody comes from a different place in life. Knowing that people have different experiences in life. We have to understand that. We can't always just think, oh yeah, the whole internet's going to just agree to somebody. Do you get what I'm saying? What you got to do is start looking within inside yourself. What do I bring to the table? What do I do when I consume my money? What do I do that triggers me to do what I do? Do you get what I'm saying? Do I follow trends or do I set trends? I set trends. That's what I do. I'm the footsteps of trends. And the only way I could prove that is just look all over the internet. It happens all the time. You manifest it and you have that skill, yes, it truly will come. The best thing we got to do is reevaluate our social structure and how we think about things and how we react to things. When we're seeing a trend, why do we react to it? Do you get what I'm saying? What's the true benefit of blocking a celebrity? I'm just telling you. Well, really, that's what's going on today. What is the benefit of that? It's not doing anything. We're talking about Met Gala, people who get 37,000 to people are struggling and blah blah blah. Listen, that just that's putting a microscope onto something that is not the legit problem. It's not the Met Gala or who hangs out there, and that's why we got to get rid of the celebrities. And it's not that. It's understanding the whole economic structure here, where we're buying and selling and in debt, where we're making our money and where we're losing our money. Social society should be affordable for everybody. You know, it takes 3 to 4 hours sometimes to get bread, water, bread, eggs, and milk. The average salary out there, they were saying nowadays it takes 3 to 4 hours of work to provide milk, eggs, and bread. The basic necessities of eating. That's crazy. Now, I have to just be real with you. I struggle from time to time myself with how I consume my everyday life. I see the social structures and I woke up. I start seeing things from a bigger perspective because I study things and I look at things and I've been in social media. I understand the nuances that go with it. I understand there's a lot of things that a lot of people are like, well, he don't got the followers, so why should we listen to him? See, that's the problem where social media is always consume only where the numbers are at. What about the mom and pop stores like myself would be considered mom and pop because I'm not connected to any entity that has a higher agenda, a monopoly in the music industry. Do you get what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is, look, I'm not trying to say we need to break down all these big companies. We got to understand where it's coming from. Why do we have a monopoly in all these businesses? Where does the money stop? Nobody checks the grammar on that, do they? BlackRock has over $10 trillion in their stock market that they manage. What? And how much do they make quarterly? Come on. Look it up. And look at all the companies they are entitled or keep buying up other big companies. You know, when you got Walmart, Amazon, when you're buying from them, you're ruining it for the mom and pop stores. You're taking away from the mom and pop stores. They don't have any effort. They don't have no chance because social media got to the point, or the social agendas has gotten to the point where I want it now, I want it from here, I want it next day, boom, boom, whatever. But nobody thinks about the mom and pop stores next door, the delis, the little small convenience stores, you know, those are the ones that had family. Do you get what I'm saying? They had family to build, and they're trying to still build their family. But unfortunately, when we're trying to follow trends, we're not thinking about anything. We're just consuming our daily distractions. And so with that, I'm going to just let you know that we have to understand that daily distractions come with purpose. There's things that you come across in your life that will finally get you to think, okay, I got that mindset now. Now, with mindset, you have to start believing in your mindset too. You have to believe in your mental state of mind. You have to understand what triggers you to go relapse, what triggers you to go drink, what triggers you to go out and party, what triggers you to go out and do this, what triggers you to do this. You have to understand where those triggers are from. If we have no purpose and structure and foundation in our life, if we didn't have that family structure, try to go find it. Meaning, you can get that feeling of love and respect by building and rebuilding your thought process, your core beliefs, and how you believed. If you don't think that you're worth it, you are worth it. Everybody's worth something. Somebody has to understand. Everybody knows that the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Every day it's a new struggle. Every day it's a new wake up to going like, oh, wow, what are we doing today? Here's the thing. If we keep going down this road of, like focusing on, like where the money's at and these celebrities and canceling celebrities, that's confirmation. They want to, that's confirmation. I'm recording, I got a notification that shouldn't happen. I'm serious. Jeez. Anyways, that tells me that somebody's, yep. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. This is Fresh Air on another one. I want you to understand that I care about every single one of you that have a clear mind and trying to learn something greater than themselves. And the best way to do that is find God. Find the respect for him. Find the light. And the only, I had my religious background is, I had church every day. My mom and dad, every weekend, or we went to church. I had to. But then it got to the point where I wanted to. Because I started feeling that community in the community. I started feeling that community in the clergy who were there. I served there. I was an altar boy. I felt my first love in life was God. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, but my structure of my family was tradition, was built off family. And when you got family, you got community. You build and live by that lifestyle. Do you get what I'm saying? You have a certain code of conduct, a certain way of living, meaning you care and love for people no matter what. You want to make sure that everybody's okay. You would take the coat off your back to help somebody if they were cold. You put that coat down on the water to make somebody walk over it so they don't get wet. You would do a lot of things for people selfishly and unselfishly. See, me personally, when I give out my information, I'm doing it for the kindness of my heart. And I care about people. And I'm changing as I go. I'm elevating my mind. I'm getting to myself where I believe in myself. And I don't want to hate on people. I want to love and respect people. And that's honest. Because when I see somebody acting up, it's I don't just discredit them. I say, gosh dang, I wish I could have got to them sooner. Or if I hear this, somebody losing their lives, I mean, I wish I could have been there for them. Or they could have got a spark of that light for me to then maybe give it to them, because it's all within us. Every one of us can have that opportunity to see that we have something greater than ourselves, can help other people. So speak up about it, shake hands, be active, be worthy, be confident. But also know that you can't hurt people. You got to know your place and time when you do talk to people. You can't just go to people and just forcefully tell people how they have to live. Not everybody's on that level to receive. You get what I'm saying? Receiving the information is important. It's how you receive it. What's your core beliefs to thinking when I'm not going to listen to Fresh Air because I don't believe in this, or he thinks about this. I'm growing just like you. You know better than me. I know better than you. You know what I'm saying? You're no better than me, and I'm no better than you. We're in this together. Facts. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We all have a purpose in this life. Find it. Find your purpose. What you're good at. Let's get back to that family structure. And I know that a lot of people don't have that or understood it because there's been generational curses and things that have been consumed by them. It's all purpose. Believe in yourself, power greater than yourself. If we continue doing what we're doing, you got to think about it. We need structure. We don't need chaos. We need structure. So timelessly, believe in yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to pat yourself on the back once in a while and say, good job. Give yourself that opportunity to believe in the power greater than yourself, that God will help you and shed light on you. Or whatever you believe in, just know that there's a greater purpose. There's a greater light, always shining, even when somebody's trying to dim your light. All right, this is Fresh Air. I pray that no weapons formed against you will prosper. I pray that you will learn from what I speak about, and I will learn from what you can produce. I also pray that everybody can find their opportunities in life to feel like they value their life. Even when you have no money in your pocket, you still have value. Facts. Know this. I pray that God will shine his light on you and give you that opportunity to feel like he is present and helping you. All you have to do is ask. Pray with him. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for understanding. Ask for a better way. Open that door. Remember, everything's a process. God bless. This is Fresh Air. Have a wonderful day.